Shri Harihi, Shri Vaishnava Samhita, composed by Shri Krishna Premi Swamigal, Book 3. Radhika Kucha Kasturi Kumkum Ankita Vakshasam Shrungara Rasamurtim Tam Bhakta Kola Halam Bhaje. Chapter 1. The Bhagavatas said, O Sadguru, you are showering causeless mercy on us. We never feel satiated drinking the nectar of divine glories of Sri Hari flowing from your lotus mouth. We have listened to your detailed accounts of the life stories of Sri Shankara and his disciples and many other great men who have attained salvation. Now we are eager to hear about the splendor of the holy center, Udupi, and the greatness of Sri Madhavacharya. Please be kind to tell that. Sri Sadguru said, once in Dwaraka, Sri Krishna, the beloved son of Devaki, was engaged in amorous affairs with Devi Rukmini. At that time, virtuous and chaste Devi Rukmini was happy to listen to Sri Krishna tell from his own mouth his childhood pastimes in Gokula. Then Devi Rukmini wanted to have a look at that form of her husband as a child, petted with all affection by Yashoda and Nandagopa. Bound by her love, Sri Vasudeva showed her his childhood form, which had provided delight to all in Gokula. Later, when Devi Rukmini very affectionately requested Sri Krishna to stay with her in order to worship him regularly, Sri Krishna accepted to do so and stayed in her mansion in his Archavatara form. Devi Rukmini, along with her mates, was worshipping with ardent devotion Sri Balakrishna, the very embodiment of eternal beauty and divine bliss. She was very happy doing daily puja to the childhood form of her most handsome husband with all pomp and splendor that are deserved by a king. Once, Devi Rukmini, the consort of Sri Krishna, eagerly requested her husband to celebrate Rasa Mahotsava. Sri Krishna, the illustrious Yadava, started the Rasa Leela in the company of Devi Rukmini in the waters of the sea, shimmering in the light shed by the pleasant winter moon. Devi Rukmini, along with her friends and mates, including Devi Satyabhama, worshipped Sri Jagannatha, the Lord who excels Manmata in his radiant beauty and exuberance. Bhagavan, the Lord of 10,000 queens, engaged in the Rasa Mahotsava and thus bewitched even Manmata through his love games. That Rasa dance was accompanied by the mild and sweet melody produced by the anklets and bangles of the dancers and the symphony of musical instruments. Sri Krishna, the enchanter of Manmata, presented an enthralling dance recital playing on the flute in the midst of his consorts. The entire place became damp and muddy as a result of the spilling of scented sandal paste and kumkum used by the consorts of Sri Krishna to beautify themselves. As they were dancing, the sandal paste fell from Devi Rukmini and others who nurtured loving devotion equal to that of the gopis of Lord Krishna. That gopi Chandan got heaped up as a white sand dune on the seashore. Now, when his consorts became exhausted participating in the delightful Rasa dance, Bhagavan, the Lord of Devi Rukmini, hugged them all with compassion and thus soothed them. Lord Sri Krishna engaged in a very delightful Jalakriya water sport in the sea and then returned to his place with all his consorts. Thus the Lord exhibited various divine pastimes through his power of delusion. Staying in Dwaraka, he caused entire world to be happy. Later, he brought down the burden of Mother Earth, destroying the wicked in fierce battle of Kurukshetra. Thus, seeing the fulfillment of the purpose of his avatara, he ascended to Vaikunta, his eternal abode. Now Devi Rukmini and all the chaste queens of Sri Krishna followed their lord, the overlord of the entire universe, to Vaikunta. When the eternal king, the absolute lord, Sri Krishna, went back to Vaikunta, the sea made inroads into Dwaraka and swallowed it up. The Murti of Sri Krishna, regularly worshipped by Devi Rukmini, providentially fell on the heap of Gopi Chandan created during Rasa Leela. Sri Madhavacharya brought out with great devotion that deity of Sri Govinda safely hidden in the heap of Gopi Chandan. The Bhagavatas said, O exalted Guru, this narration is wonderful. We experience untold joy listening to this anecdote related to the Supreme Being. Bhagavan, the overlord of creation, the Lord of Sri Vaikunta, using his Maya, descended to free Mother Earth from the burden of wicked and vanished after accomplishing that. It is due to his mercy that he hid himself in the heap of Gopi Chandan through his Maya taking the deity form even after his avatara ascended Vaikunta. How did Sri Madhavacharya, the universal preceptor, bring out Sri Krishna, the Lord of Devi Rukmini, from that heap of Gopi Chandan? O illustrious Guru, please let us know that soon. We are very curious to hear that. We know that you are an ocean of unlimited mercy. Pray tell us soon. Thus ends chapter 1 entitled Dwaraka Leela of Book 3 of Sri Vaishnava Samhita, composed by Shri Krishna Premi Swamigal.